everybody! Today I'm going to show you how I assemble one of my appliques. I've got Thunder up and ready to go, and I hope you enjoy watching. Let's get started.
Okay, so here we are at the ironing board. I have my pattern here ready, printed out. I've actually already traced my individual pieces onto my adhesive. I'm using Fix, which is a commonly used brand around here. I have my fabric scraps ready. I've got my tweezers and my fabric and everything scissors. I use my everything scissors for any time I cut anything used with Fix on it. Here are my pattern pieces. Notice that the tracing pieces are mirrored to the assembly guide. That's how it's supposed to be. So I'll move that to the side for now. These are the drums that I'm going to use here. This is a bamboo lycra. Remember to iron your pieces to the back of your fabric. Press it in place and then rough cut it away with the fabric scissors, since I'm only cutting fabric at this point. Here are the drum skins. So that's going on a lighter colored fabric. This one is a cotton lycra. Press it in place, rough cut it off of that piece, and put aside. So here I just remembered I wanted the drumsticks on this fabric as well, so I'm cutting those out now too with my fabric scissors. On video. Iron it on and rough cut. Put to the side. Here we are with the Fix for the next ones. I just realized that I used the wrong scissors. So here are the F and the E for on the drum. We're going to speed things up a bit now until we get to get through all of these pieces. Don't worry, this is the most complicated of this collection. I purposely chose this one because it has a lot of different pieces, and there's some shaded parts to show as well that we'll take into account for when we put it together. So you continue this way until you've got all of your pieces ironed on to your fabrics. Okay, time for the precise cut. So you'll want to cut each piece just outside the traced lines that you made. Just nicely outside. I am using my tracing guide here to place the pieces on after I've fussy cut them, because there's so many pieces to this one that I decided to do it this way so I could keep track of all my pieces, make sure that I have actually got all of them ironed and cut out. And just continue this way until you get to the arm piece with the little red line on the thumb. So here's the piece with the red snip line and the shaded area. This is the arm and hand of the drummer, and their thumb is going to wrap around the drumstick. So you get a snip along that little red line, and that's how it's going to look afterwards. And continue on until the rest of the pieces are cut out. Alrighty, all cut out and ready to assemble. Here's my assembly guide. all ready to go, and I've got my baking paper. It's slightly shiny or waxy. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it does have a bit of a sheen to it. It's not sandwich paper. It needs to have a sheen in order to be able to pull the applique off again. So I'll place it over my assembly guide. I've got my pattern weights on it to keep it in place, and now I'm peeling off the back of the Fleece-a-Fix or the double-sided adhesive with my tweezers. Place it on top of my assembly guide and just tap it in place with the iron just real quick so that it stays in place. Then I've got piece number 2. Peel off the backing, place it on the guide. There we go. Always tapping it briefly to make sure it sticks in place. Piece number 3, and then we got the drumstick, piece number 3. And here we have piece number 4, is the one with the thumb that has the shaded and the snip. So I'm not going to tap the hand part yet because the drumstick still needs to go underneath that. Just the arm, so it's still loose there, you see? The thumb needs to stay up so I can stick the drumstick underneath. Peel off the backing and slide it underneath, and then tap it all together in place. The next tricky piece is the mouth. We can't see the assembly guide through the body, so what I'm going to do is take the backing of the body piece, lay it on top, adjust it with my tweezers underneath, and then remove that backing piece again, and then tap it in place, because the backing piece might still have some sticky residue on it. You don't want to use tap it while that's on there. We're going to do the same thing with the eyes. So we'll remove the backing, place them onto the body piece. Sometimes it's tricky to get that backing off. There we go. And then adjust the placement with my tweezers underneath. There we go. And tap it in place. And so on and so forth for the rest of the pieces. So exciting! All assembled. Now we're going to let it cool off, and then we can peel it off of the baking paper. Here we go, all cooled. Now we'll peel it off very carefully, like pulling a sticker off of a sticker sheet. And when we've got it all pulled off, then you can iron it onto the backing fabric or right onto the project and sew it on. Look at that little cutie. Here's the shiny side of the interfacing to iron it onto your project. Yay!
So he's all assembled, and here's a little picture of him all finished with shading. So if you want to check out the video on how I did the shading, check out the link below. And if you'd like to get the template or the other ones from this collection, then you can also check the link below. I've got it all in the description box. I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.